love, space, love, and depression? This game has got a hold on millions of women around the world, and today I'm going to be getting into the game and explaining why people are paying money for things like this, and oh my Lanta, what the heck is this? Dear God, I am not your strongest soldier. How's it going, day ones? I'm Nick Tom, and I never thought I would see the day when I would be playing an otome. That is a video game aimed at female players where you're meant to build romantic relationships with male characters. However, I do have some experience playing gacha games, where you use in-game currency that can often be bought with real money to do these randomized pulls where you can obtain special items or skills. Hey new neighbors, would you keep it down? I'm trying to film a video over here. Love and Deepspace is the epitome of both of these styles, and the gameplay revolves around you, a female deep space hunter, having past lives with 5 different love interests: Xavier, Raphael, Zane, Silas, and Caleb. And yes, they're all super hot. That's kind of the whole point. So each of these love interests have their own thing with the main character. Xavier is a fellow deep space hunter, Zane is a surgeon, Raphael is an artist, Silas is a crime lord, and Caleb is your childhood best friend. And in some languages, he's a stepbrother. Ooh, spicy. Basically, there's no way for anyone to know the details of all the stories, and so what I've seen players do is they just choose 1 or 2 of their favorites and dive into those specific stories. But one of the most exciting things about Love and Deepspace is getting to pull for these memories. These lead to romantic and or juicy cutscenes that reveal more about their love stories. But the impression I get is that what started as a typical dating simulator a year ago, oh yeah, I forgot to mention that the game was just released last year, is starting to become more suggestive and mature over time, which I think speaks to their huge growth in their fan base. Just watch this trailer from when the game was first released and tell me if I'm wrong. These are all scenes that I would expect from a game like this. Pretty wholesome dates at places like the park, the arcade, a library, cafes, and outside in a tent, I guess? I can respect a man that's taking someone out on a budget and found creative ways to show that he cares without breaking the bank. Oh no, I think it's already starting. I'm choosing one over the others. Even people in the comments were realizing that this game was going to be big, with the most liked one being by AppleVenti9212, who said in all caps, "Actively losing my mind over Raphael. There is no reason a fictional man should be this fine." In general, I've seen that Raphael is the most popular love interest in the game. There's just something about fiery artists, you know? Contrast this wholesomeness with the most watched trailer of Love and Deepspace, which advertises a limited time event called Nightly Rendezvous, celebrating Love and Deepspace's first year anniversary. By the way, I like the way they tried to soften the fact that this is basically a hookup by using different words. That line would never work in real life.
If you don't want to lie down,
I've changed my mind. Did you want to see me like this?
Talk about steamy moments with heavy whispering, because that's what every one of these scenes were. I don't think there are non-suggestive ways of explaining what my eyes just witnessed. Like, he picked me up and took me to the bedroom. He kissed me and we fell over. He pressed my body up against the glass. All images that I imagine would make the average grown man go, "Get it, bro? Yeah, she want it." And the average grown woman go, "Hee gosh, hee stop." In fact, I don't even think I should show the top comment because that's wildly inappropriate. But the next one is by Marissa on a Glass, who said the way the live stream went from 8+ to 18+ was wild. So there you have it. I mean, the fan base directly acknowledges the increase in maturity level. Speaking of the live stream, I think it's pretty interesting that this is a thing, because call me a dumb millennial, but there's nothing really live about it. Right? Granted, it's incredibly impressive because it's essentially an hour-long ad of the updates of the game. From more cutscenes, to more customizable options, to new gameplay systems. I guess there are 2 hosts that later show up in the live stream, but this has obviously been pre-recorded as well. Anyway, this is what people were talking about with the live stream, with the first 10 minutes having clips like this.
The sea god's heart, mine heart, dost thou want it? Maria's vow, a bond everlasting.
everlasting.
Your footsteps are noisy and like this, along with our deaths.
Look, okay, I know I'm not well versed yet in the love and deep space lore, but tell me how we go from Raphael being the good boy god of the tides to Silas being the bad boy abysm sovereign. Like, I get it, Silas's dragon armor thing is pretty cool. The horns, the wings, the tail. I'm just saying, it's gotta at least be uncomfortable to cuddle like that. It would be like two crocodiles hugging. But also one of the most recent updates was the wedding event, where you can pull from memories where the main character married each of the love interests. And this is peak wholesomeness. So they really are trying to play both sides here. But this event must have made like $1 bajillion, while having the creators be like, we know that it can get hot in here, but the main character is not a dirty hoe.
By Lemurian customs, our covenant has been forged. I want the moon and the river of stars to witness this, trading all the beauty in this world to make a reality.
People usually come here to exchange vows.
I appreciate how they gave Silas a normal suit, even though he's a villain. I actually think he might have had the most normal wedding ceremony. Here's the other love interests being like, okay, wait, I'm just gonna be honest. I kind of get them mixed up. But there's a guy taking the main character to ride on the moon. Another has her riding on a giant snowflake. And another has her riding across the ocean. And all I saw for Silas was a lot of dark red roses while floating in the sky. I'm starting to see where the depression part of this game comes in. Because not gonna lie, that looks pretty sad. Anyway, if Love and Deep Space keeps walking this fine line between sweet and spicy, I can only imagine what their next event will probably be like. We all know what happens after marriage. My darling, will you make me the luckiest man in the world and marry me? Oh yes, I would like nothing more. I will now gently caress your face. Those words lift my soul and bring meaning to my torturous life once again. Wow, so romantic. I never knew being in love could feel this good. Now that we're married, how about I make you feel really good? What? What exactly do you mean by that? I must pull away shyly. You know what I mean, but since you asked, I can spell it out for you. Lord have mercy. What? I don't have enough for another pull. No. Man, that was challenging to act out. I could have just made a joke, like the next event will probably be called After Marriage Rendezvous. But I just had to commit to the bit. So yeah, you're welcome. It's my understanding that when these events end, it's not possible to pull these memories with the love interests unless the creators decide to run the event again. But not all of them are guaranteed to be rerun. With that in mind, I knew that I had to get into playing the game for myself. Because look, I'm a marriage guy. I know Aquarius men are known to have commitment issues, but I got over it, okay? At the end of the day, the stars and planets ain't got nothing on my personality. I seriously digress. I had to start playing Love and Deep Space ASAP. From the beginning, I couldn't help but think to myself, man, this game is freaking beautiful. Everything from the animation to the music to the gameplay. I was shocked that this quality of game was free to play. Like if I was a real gamer, I would have totally been hooked. Check out these opening scenes that play before you enter the game.
Some love for longevity, no sleep, as eulogies, a million miles such
Obviously, I was not able to play the music for copyright reasons, but the cozy aesthetic is totally there. And I was shocked that I didn't find it to be cringe. I also wanted to get to know these guys. Like, let's just hang out and chill. At the very least, share with me your flawless skincare routine. I also thought the combat mechanics had a lot of potential. I could see myself playing this game for the grind of leveling up through battles. Oh no, I'm having Genshin Impact flashbacks now. I can feel my free time wasting away. I wasn't able to become advanced in fighting, but I would have killed, like literally killed in the game to have unlocked some of these moves, which have some awesome animations. Jeez, I am such a nerd.
Let's destroy them.
I'll take them out with one strike.
Yeah, so this player is doing damage in the thousands. In my eyes, they might as well be pro, because these are some godlike combos. I can already imagine my phone overheating if I got to this level though. Remember that Samsung phone that was blowing up on people years ago? If I had my graphics on the highest setting, it wouldn't be Samsung's fault at that point. The last thing that impressed me about the game is that there is so much to do. Like, I could spend hours doing all kinds of activities that don't directly relate to the story. And I did. I didn't even unlock all of them, but I found myself taking pictures with one of the love interests. You can choose their outfits, the poses, the backgrounds. I caught myself being like, what the heck am I doing right now? Am I making a screensaver of me and my boyfriend? What? We make a cute couple. Actually, this was not literally my gameplay. I kept forgetting to hit screen record, so I borrowed this content. But it's still me and my guy Xavier, okay? He's my bestie and love interest in my world. Even if he never fully smiles or never makes any exaggerated expressions, for that matter. Gotta make use of that skincare routine. Don't want them evil wrinkles. The first love interest that I met was Xavier, who is also a deep space hunter and whom I found to be rather... Look, I mean this in a sweet way, okay? I found him to be kind of an airhead. I mean, we do meet on the battlefield, I guess, and he just seems like he's kind of... Well, I just gotta show you the scene.
There are traces of metaflux on him as if he was attacked. Hey, is there anything I can do?
Quiet.
Sleeping. Bro was sleeping on the mission. Like, first of all, no one sleeps and looks this peaceful and beautiful. Explain yourself, you Cloud from Final Fantasy looking model of a man.
Fluctuation.
Watch out.
Ah yes, the slow-mo. Very captivating. But why am I looking at him when I should be looking at the things that are attacking us? Like all that training and I'm not focusing on the squiggly monsters?
This isn't it.
That protocore could have given us useful info.
Yeah, man. Why did you crush that protocore thing that I totally know everything about already? It's giving I need to play Subway Surfer in the background so that he remembers I'm here too. So that's the first encounter with Xavier, who immediately seems distracted and mysterious, while also not to be taken too seriously. I'm actually starting to wonder if he was sleeping in the beginning, or if he was somehow injured. Or maybe it's just a part of his charm of being awkwardly cute. Anyway, I would describe him as the young boy type. The next love interest that I met was Zane, and I gotta be honest, I'm really not into this guy. Maybe it's because he's a doctor and he seems really serious and intelligent. I wasn't feeling the chemistry. And if anyone should know about chemistry, it should definitely be him.
Yvonne said you returned to Lincoln at 5 o'clock this morning, but you were actually in the Arctic to work on a secret project.
Patients shouldn't be so nosy.
Who talks like this? I'm asking questions because I'm genuinely interested, and he brushes me off. I get it, this is attractive to some people. But look, I ain't got no daddy issues.
Any changes recently?
I've had one exam after another, so I pulled a few all-nighters.
Ignoring medical advice, I suppose you're just here to go through the motions.
Yes, I would like to just go through the motions. I know that deep down you probably care, and that's nice, but I'm more of a warm tropical guy. I can't stand this icy demeanor.
Even Dr. Dean said I was perfectly fine, and it's been 14 years. If anything bad...
Don't talk, but you should still breathe.
Did he just shush me? I'll teach you to shush me, Dr. Strong silent type. I do not approve of this assertiveness of your care, although yes, there is a lot of tension between us right now. Like I said, the first time meeting Zane isn't exactly a meet cute from a romantic comedy. I think in a lot of ways he's sort of the opposite of Xavier, in that he comes across very responsible and serious. He's focused on his job of helping the main character get better, and even picks up on her emotional distress. But what gave me the ick is that it really doesn't seem like he has a sense of humor. Then I met the love interest that is the most popular among fans, and that's Raphael. All I can say about him is, ladies, I get it. He's an artist. He engages in playful banter. He seems to love nature, and his personality is more complex overall. And yes, he's my favorite too. Call me basic. I gotta say, painting a giant wall while wearing a baggy white shirt is such a baller move. Has bro mastered painting to the point that he never misses a single drop? I'm already intrigued.
The studio's closed. Move! I'm not sure if I should call you heartless or decisive.
Heartless? You almost fell on me. I was decisive in that I wasn't gonna catch your butt. Don't pretend like you don't wish that happened, so you can knock off the teasing. Stop.
I really can't tell if it's destiny or bad karma for us to meet again.
Oh yeah, technically we did meet before, but it was quick. He caught me a fish. But I feel like this is way more natural of a way to meet someone. No, not with a fish. I mean that it happened more than once. You get the idea. I'm convinced that the creators knew that some people would be more attracted to a well-rounded character. Raphael just seems more real to me and isn't so much of a trope like Xavier or Zane. He's both playful and serious. He's mysterious as an artist, but he still cares. Like he made the main character a cup of tea even after he was the one that fell down. It's kind of embarrassing, but for the short time that I played Love in Deepspace, I've concluded that this game is, if I had to reduce it to one word, cozy. I could see myself on a cool summer night, tucked in bed, playing this game just to get to know the love interests. Mostly I feel this way because there's a lot of reading involved in the gameplay, and because there's so many customizable details that it really feels like you're hanging out with them. Did I end up pulling anything awesome? No. Did I find most aspects of the game confusing because I didn't have enough time to really get into it? Yes. But that's really the game in a nutshell. There's always more to get out of it, and it very quickly fills up your free time. Now, if only this game could get your mom off your back to stop asking you when you're going to get married. So, when are you gonna find that special someone? I don't know, Mom. I'm very busy with my career these days. But you aren't seeing anyone? Not even just a little? Well, there's this one guy I work with. He's pretty silly. Oh, a coworker. I was hoping for someone like a doctor. Mom! Well, actually, there is a doctor, but he's kind of too stoic. Well, at least he has a good job and is not like some artist. Oh, yeah, not an artist. How about a man who likes fish? I don't mind. Just let me know when I'm getting grandkids. Well, who knows? It could be the next big event at this point. What was that, dear? Nope, nothing. That's all I got for you. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. If you play Love in Deepspace, comment below who your main is. Okay, bye.